There are people that are not saved that work for the old good things business. And so, how much they know about him or are told about him or not told about him, I think they need to be aware of who they're working for and, in some respects, who they're supporting. So, I'm going to go ahead and just speak off script as much as I can. I think that getting into Stewart's home life is, I've already done it on paper. It's at the website, and you can read that in detail. Let's just say that when I met his brother, Larry, I got a sense of Stewart the human. Now, again, for those of you that weren't in the group, this sounds like a strange thing to say. The thing is that most of us came to the group as Christians, born again Christians. And we were told about Stewart, or Stewart was explained to us because Stewart's behavior in the group at meetings was unusual. And so usually older brothers and sisters would explain, well, he did this because, or we don't really know why he does that, but then we don't really understand Stewart because he's deep. And again, whole thing of man of God, mysterious, and that was the explanation that pacified the many questions that a newcomer would have, or a visiting parent would have. But Stewart Traill, intelligent. When he was in high school, he was in the chess club, he was in the photography club, and we sort of see that kind of Stewart Traill in the grown-up Stewart. His brother Larry, just again, it was interesting talking to him because not only did Larry disagree with him, but really disapproved of how he treated us. And he was very much against Stewart starting the group. Stewart's own dad was against Stewart starting the group and wrote letters to Larry saying that he's manipulating people, that he's looking for easy answers where there are no easy answers. His dad eventually disowned him and did not want any further contact with him. So, humanly speaking, Stewart came from a family of older sister, two younger brothers. His mom died when he was in his 20s. He married his first wife, Shirley, when she was 17, 18. He was 24, 25. And they had 5 children together, and we know their names because they were in the group with us. He named some of his children after his siblings and his parents. So there's something there. But Larry described him as manipulative from very, and a game player from very young. Getting people to work for him was an element that Stewart had early on, which Larry described. But when Larry talked about him, I got a sense too of Larry, just Larry, human Larry, as Stewart's brother, and I could see a resemblance to Stewart himself. I'm not trying to say that Larry was like Stewart, but that they came from the same family, so mannerisms are going to be the same. Some of their interests are the same as far as love of technology, love of aviation or recreational vehicles, motorcycles, mechanics, things like that. But I got sort of a sense of, because Stewart never talked about himself, humanly speaking, very little. I didn't really ever get, and I don't think anyone else ever got, the fact that, yeah, this guy's a human being, and he's capable of human weaknesses and human problems. He's like Moses, or he's an Elijah type, or a John the Baptist type, and so the whole thing of him doing something human or doing something sinful, we quickly would explain that away. And Stewart also taught us to do that. So